I'm going to test my voice at this level. One moment. All right. Good morning, good afternoon, and in Kihunter's case, good evening. It is almost midnight in Australia. And welcome to Speedrunners Arena, your host for the Super Metroid Randomizer Accessible Tournament. Let me fix this text issue here. I'm just going to put 1 second. Da, 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 da. And we have a Redemption Round 1 match for you today. It's the mouse bracket. So this is the alternative winners bracket, so to speak. Both of these runners had their matches in the winners bracket of the mouse bracket, and are moving down to the redemption bracket, also known as the alternative winners bracket, and will be having their match 1. Let me remove this helmet from Kihunter, and we're actually going to be getting started very soon. I have dropped the gate. Our runners will be kicking off, and the rain outside is coming down like really bad. So if I stop talking, it's just going to be a silent race for you guys today. Again, so welcome. My name is J-Chalk, the ASMR version. It's an early Saturday morning on the Midwest. Okay, don't know if you guys heard that thunder bang there, but it shook my windows. Kind of scared me. Hope everyone's having a great day, and welcome to the channel. I hope you enjoy this match. We have Redemption on tracking. Thank you very much. And we are off. I hope Kihunter saw that we were starting. They should. This is an unusual gap between runners. Oh, you know what? It looks like their stream is frozen. Let me give some attention to that. 1 moment. So we're going down the parlor into the climb here. Doesn't look like OldManSunshine is going to be using any moonfalls or anything. Looks like Red Kihunter's stream, even on their end, is frozen. So we'll have to keep a lookout on that. So thankfully it's not on our end, because that would be very concerning. But now we're moving down into the construction morph ball zone. We're going to be picking up our morph ball. And then from there, we're going to be heading over to the Awakening Missile location. And what you want to find there typically is a power bomb. Power bomb is going to allow you to clear out Billy Mays and the construction zone, or in Some cases, runners like to skip the construction zone and check the 230 missile location and then do a reverse beam route to check the construction zone on the way through up to wreck ship. Or some runners just might dip in there, check it, and then head down Red Tower. Either way, routing choices are runner's preference. So I'm going to, we have a single screenshot here of Kihunter. It appears on this slide, you can see that Red Kihunter is making their way down Climb Supers. Or Climb Supers. The Climb Supers is next to this location. And look at this, we have Screw Attack. This is actually really significant because this is going to allow us actually to save quite a few power bombs early on, actually. I'm surprised that Sunshine's not going to check the construction zone, because what we can do is we can use that Screw Attack to check below. Oh, you know what? I just realized they don't even have PBs, so never mind on that. I'm just so distracted by Kihunter here. Okay, but good news is that they can use the Screw Attack to check below Mother Brain. So that's nice. And this is 100%. If you look at Kihunter's stream, they're having some serious issues on their stream, so this isn't on our end, unfortunately. But we will see if that clears up for them, and we'll get back to you. And looks like Sunshine's going to be heading up the climb here and is going to make their way past the 230 location here. Now, fun fact, if Sunshine elects to go down and doesn't find a power bomb, that will be a logical soft lock. So I hope our runners are able to do the Alcatraz, because that would be an unfortunate reset from the beginning. When the seed gives you Screw Attack, it's potential that your first power bomb might be located in... Okay, well, we got lucky. So power bomb located here, very nice. I was hoping we would see a power bomb located somewhere in Pink Brinstar or Green Brinstar or something like that. So, we'll see if Sunshine can do Alcatraz. Looks like they have the general idea, looking pretty good. Nice, GG. And on the next slide, for Kihunter, we see, looks like maybe they got the damage boost and picked up the Screw Attack item, and are going to be heading about the same direction that Sunshine is. And an E-Tank pickup at the, Terminator E-Tank location. We're going to get a check at the back of Gauntlet here. So it looks like actually Sunshine's not going to elect to utilize the Screw Attack to get through, which is fine. That check is completely out of logic as of now. And it's also not that easy to get the jumps up Gauntlet. So we're going to get our first look here. It's a Screw Attack. Excuse me. It's a Super Pack. and a power bomb. So that super pack could be pretty important because we have not found a super pack yet. And Red Kihunter reaching the top of the just before the location Mother Brain, below Mother Brain. Sunshine, meanwhile, going to be heading into our first out of logic check. Everything we've checked so far has been within logic. This check here is going to be out of logic. These 4 checks back here. That power bomb is the only item of this location that is and gets a missile pack for our first out of logic. So still no supers. It's also kind of important to realize that depending on what we find back here, even if we find a super pack, that might not be good to put a lot of stock in because it's out of logic until we find speed booster. So let's see what we find back here. Wave beam. Interesting. Very, very interesting. So what's really interesting about this is wave beam is a logical requirement for, of course, wave gate. Wave is also a requirement to get down to Croc. And so because of that, it being speed locked, that means we need to find speed booster to put wave gate and logic, which means speed booster cannot be found at Croc. So that's something important to realize. Speed cannot be found at Croc, and speed cannot be found at Wavegate. So that's something that runners can think about when they are moving through the seed and trying to decide where to go. And this is quite interesting. Oh, again, this is quite interesting. You have 2 locations that you could check. One at basement and then one at Edakun's. Could potentially see a gauntlet check for that super pack, perhaps. And honestly, could have continued onward to Big Pink, but again, it's very possible that Sunshine could have found Space Jump or Bombs or Speed Booster for up logic down in Pink Brinstar. So Sunshine could potentially be making a gamble here, banking on that early screw attack, pushing them into Gauntlet, because they do have their through logic. At this point, they're just waiting on that up logic. But that up logic could be in Pink Brinstar. So it looks like they are going to do these early Gauntlet wall jumps here. It's a series of really low pixel jumps. A series one, looks like Sunshine's actually going to try to do 3 in a row here. That's the typical early learning. Oh, it looks there's 2. Ooh, perfect. Very nice. We did see a super pack at the back of Gauntlet. So that's exactly what they're going to be going for. Now this would be a pretty PogChamp moment for Sunshine if these supers are in fact the first logical supers, which is highly probable. If we go down and we don't find any supers and we find, bombs or space jump or speed booster, could potentially be what's required. And in OldManSunshine's case, he's going to be able to take these supers and clear all of pink and green Brinstar in one round instead of going through and then having to come back. So I like this play. Of course, personally, I would have checked Gauntlet from the beginning, but that's okay. Not every runner is comfortable with doing those kind of checks. And it looks like OldManSunshine is going to head back to the ship, or rather, going to be heading down to check the 230 missile location. Actually going to, this is a really interesting play. I'm curious how Sunshine feels about their opponent. This is a pretty interesting play. We're going to be heading basically a reverse. They pulled the no you card and are going to ultimately go down and do Brinstar cleanup this way. We're going to be checking the Billy Mays location, which is out of logic. But of course, early on, the logic can be pretty convoluted and there could potentially be something super nice here. But it's important just to note for viewers here that this check that Sunshine is doing is currently out of logic. You need space jump or gravity suit. And Kihunter picks up the E-Tank. We'll see which direction they decide to go. And that will be their third E-Tank. So, we find a Super Pack and the Spazer Beam. Kihunter checking the back of Gauntlet. Going to see that Super Pack and the E-Tank, I believe it was. So fun fact, in this case it doesn't quite matter for Sunshine because he has a significant amount of power bombs. But if you have a screw attack, you can go ahead and screw attack that block, going up and going down. So it appeared that he laid a power bomb going up. So it appears to me that Sunshine might not know about that, which is okay. It's not something that people know right off the bat. Some runners, when you first start this game, really think that block is a power bomb block. And we are getting that reverse no you meme route. We're going to check Pink Brinstar here. And we're going to get our first checks to see what's going on. Missile pack at charge missiles. Another missile pack at charge beam. We have our first glitch coming up here. Or trick, rather, however you want to call it. Looks like Sunshine's actually going to lay a power bomb at the top there to open both the door and the blocks. You can lay it a little bit lower, but of course, wherever runners are comfortable laying it to ensure that they get both uses of that power bomb. Completely okay. And we're going to be checking Spore Spawn Supers. And it's a power bomb. That's going to be number 20 for OldManSunshine here. So we have OldManSunshine hailing from Texas, and we have Red Kihunter hailing from Australia. So 2 completely different parts of the world here, and vastly different time zones. Very, very early morning for us here in the Midwest, and an extremely late night for those of you in Australia. So it's kind of an interesting dynamic when you think about scheduling. You really have to schedule really, really early in the morning for Midwesters, or really, really late at night for us. Oh my gosh. So, guys, this is important. Okay, hold on. I I gotta calm down. This is JASMR. I can't be having the wife mad at me, right? Happy life, happy wife. Or wait, other way around. Okay, let me explain this to you. So because wave beam was found in the back of reserve, wave beam is speed locked. Okay, so because we need speed for wave beam, that means whatever we find at wave beam is also speed locked. Okay, so therefore gravity is speed locked, which means speed booster can be absolutely nowhere in Meridia and can be absolutely nowhere in Lower Norfair. And we just found Space Booster. What did I just say? Oh my gosh. Space Boost. What? Words. That's going to be our logical access to actually quite a few locations. Speed Booster, or rather Space Jump. I said Space Booster, didn't I? It's too early. Space Jump is actually going to be our logical progression to Wreck Ship. So Wreck Ship can basically have anything now. But OldManSunshine is going to do a cleanup of the Edakun's basement area, and Sunshine full cleared Gauntlet before. Well, Sunshine headed down, and then oh no, there's a super pack right there. Oof, and another one. Oh no. Dang. So I like the play by Sunshine. It's a good play if you're, just learning the game and you want to make that play for a super pack at the top of Gauntlet there, and because it's potential. Imagine the Pog Champ if there were no supers there, and there were no supers in Pink Brinstar. That would be really unfortunate. You would have to turn around anyway. So just didn't work out for OldManSunshine. Meanwhile, Kihunter still making their way down the Gauntlet check here. As you can see, the technical difficulties on Kihunter's side is putting them more than 11, 12-ish minutes behind here, unfortunately. So we're not gonna get. Oh, there we go. We do get a. Looks so. I can't tell if this is okay. This is definitely before Kihunter has done Pink Brinstar, unless they did reverse along with Sunshine. It's hard to tell, but that's what we're gonna have to work with, and that's okay. Sunshine, meanwhile, is gonna be heading back to Pink Brinstar here. We've full cleared it. There's nothing left for us to clear other than that speed locked location, which is really nice knowing that Speed Booster is going to be pretty close by, because there's now very few locations it can be. So I predict probably either Speed and Wreck Ship or somewhere in the business center. So high jump, maybe a Crades and Logic. There's an E-Tank for OldManSunshine. Alright, we're going to be going across New Bridge here into Red Tower, and this will kind of decide the first decision-making process for our runners. Do we go up or do we go down? I predict Sunshine will go up. We do have a Space Jump, Gravity Suit, 5 E-Tanks, pretty good ammo count, and also we have the top of Red Tower, which could be some pretty good items. Because at this point, given the logic where we had a speed-locked wave, which led to gravity, which would also be speed locked. That puts speed very close by. Yeah, certainly wave and gravity are still not on logic, but that doesn't take away from the fact that it's still going to allow you to get to these locations. We just have to remember in the back of our head, in the back of our minds, that what we were checking might not be in logic, but I predict because of the locations of those items, we might find a speed booster very soon. Oh my gosh. That so that's very astute, and that's very interesting. So with that being said, all of Upper Norfair is now in logic. And oh, Sunshine is going to make the play. I like this. Sunshine is just going to go. It's going to work out, I believe, very well for them. They might rush Create at this point. This is a really good play. Something they have to be cautious about is if they do indeed decide to rush bosses. Only one of them is in logic right now, and so that could be damaging if you want to find speed boosters specifically. So, perfect. The more adequate route at this point would be to go to Fantoon, kill Fantoon, leave, head down, kill Kraid, head down, kill Ridley, head up, kill Dragon, and then done. That would be the most optimal route at this point. And we do have Crystal Flash capabilities, although I'm pretty certain neither of these runners unfortunately know how to do that. And that's okay. It's a very difficult, complex trick. Requires a lot of moving parts. It looks like OldManSunshine is just going to rush Business Center, potentially maybe make a lot of Norfair checks. Speed Booster is going to be pretty much anywhere, and I feel Sunshine's probably going to run into it very, very soon because that Wave Beam and that Gravity Suit are extremely required. So it's possible that we have Speed Booster pretty close by, unless the seed's a Mega Trolley and we find other items that are going to lead us to other places. But we're most likely going to be finding it very soon. Wow, lots of power bombs in this seed. So that's a significant amount of power bombs. OldManSunshine going to skip that one. It's pretty comfortable at 25 here. And we're going to be having the checks into Cathedral here. This could also be something really nice. Never mind, just a power bomb. So our runners are really, really, really lucky to have found both Space Jump and Screw Attack. That's going to put our runners in a really good position to do Lower Norfair at a very quick pace. Oof. Okay, so this is okay. Real talk, I really like this play, but I really hope that Sunshine can do Ridley with just 30 supers and some extra missiles. Yeah. So Speed Booster cannot be at Croc because Wave Beam is speed locked, which means we need Wave or Speed to get to Croc, so we can't get Wave without Speed, meaning we can't get to Croc. So Speed can't be at Ice or Crumble either. That is correct. Speed can't be behind speed locked locations. And Wave can't be behind wave locked locations. And if Speed Booster is locking the wave location, then Speed Booster can't be behind wave locations. So it's kind of cool. Logic is fun. We're gonna get a save here, lower and over. I honestly really like this play from Sunshine. This is exactly my play style. I yeet YOLO past everything in my path and rush bosses with low percent items, and I make routes on my way back. It's a very it's a non-traditional kind of route. Sometimes even if I'm not in go mode, I'm going to be rushing bosses because bosses can be pretty important places for items as well. Speed cannot be anywhere in Meridia because we found gravity at Wave Gate. Wave Beam was required for Wave Gate. Wave Beam was speed locked, which also speed locks gravity, which means speed cannot be found in Meridia rather. So nowhere in Meridia can speed be. We're gonna get a check here at the Mickey Mouse room. It's a super pack. Now that's nice. Charge Beam actually has absolutely no logic really to it. It could be literally anywhere. A lot of the times it's placed, I want to say it's placed, one of the last items placed in the logic when the seed is being made. So it ends up being at Ridley a lot of the times. So we here at the SMRAT community like to call it the Ridley Beam. All right, so Sunshine is going to be heading up the amphitheater here. And if Sunshine knows logic, is thinking about the logic rather, he will know there's absolutely nothing of importance that he could find down here other than ice and high jump boots, maybe plasma as well. Charge Beam could be here, of course, but like the big ones like speed can't be here. Really, he has everything else he needs, so potentially he might elect to skip everything as well. And he's gonna save here. He only has 35 supers, so could potentially be worried about that. And what's your question, Bugs? I will be glad to answer it. Moving through the wasteland here for Sunshine. Red Kihunter still having some stream issues. I didn't note that in the SRL. They said that they will try to fix it for the next match, which I'm not actually. I think, funnily enough, their next match is today, but in the opposite direction. So it's super early morning for OldManSunshine for this match, and really late for Kihunter. But tonight, it's going to be really early for Red Kihunter and super late for OldManSunshine, so they kind of swapped. I think it's almost at midnight tonight. That's kind of fun. All right, so we're going to be killing the Metal Pirates here. Takes 3 supers. And we're going to be at 27 supers, which is actually a pretty good number to be moving into the room before Ridley. We're going to have a very short farm. We also have 30 missiles, and for those of you who don't know, supers do double damage on Ridley, and that is going to be so 3 missiles do 1 super of damage, but on Ridley you need 6. So for every missed super, OldManSunshine would need to supplement 6 missiles to do the same amount of damage. it seems like plasma has no progression except plasma room. So why isn't plasma at Ridley a lot of the time? Yeah, 11:59 because it would totally hurt the schedule and people would be confused for sure. For plasma, one moment, let me think about this. So plasma is definitely one of the requirements for plasma room. There are various requirements depending on your loadout. High jump or space jump is actually always required to get out, or bombs for IBJ. The wall jump's not in logic. Then you also need either screw attack or plasma beam to kill the Keyhunters or the pirates or whatever they're called, pirates. And oof, I wasn't paying attention to the number of supers Sunshine had. Ooh, very nice. Okay. Other than that, it's just I'm actually not sure how to answer that, Bugs. It's a really deep logical question, although I have seen plasma here. Ooh, a super pack. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking, Swap. You know, screw attack has a lot of logical progression tied to it, and so it's probably going to be placed the program is going to be placing it first before it worries about other beams. So really, wave beam and ice beam, well, excuse me, yeah, wave and ice have a lot of logical progression tied to them. Wave more than ice, and so those are going to be placed early. Well, they're going to be placed in the randomizer. They're going to be thought about first. Items like plasma, just they're paired with items like screw attack for plasma room because you can get through there with screw attack. And now we're going to be making our way out of the wasteland here for Sunshine. Sunshine has Ridley, just Ridley killed, I think. Is that right? Yeah, they skipped Kraid on their way down. So just Ridley for Sunshine still has, basically going to make a full swoop up, going to take on Kraid. We'll most likely check a few items at Kraid, then we'll check, and then, I mean, it's really, I'm really interested in to see what Sunshine does here. From what I can see, he's doing a really good job of just skipping a lot. At this point, he's just a few super packs and missile packs away from being really in go mode. Right now, he is in ammo mode. If he can crystal flash, this is important. And so that's interesting to see what happens here. Gonna get Kraid, and then Dragon, and then Fantoon. And not every runner is comfortable with their lower Norfair dip or their lower Norfair escape, especially with this loadout. 5 tanks is, for someone of this skill level, not actually a lot. So do be mindful of that as we continue through here. And I know I was cropping Sunshine's timer earlier today, and I really was like, hey, this is really nice. So I really wish we knew where Kihunter was, but they are local recording, I think. Let me see. No, maybe not. It's fine though. We trust them. It's possible they are. Sunshine utilizing that screw attack here is going to allow them to get through the Kihunter room here. And I'm curious, what does Sunshine elect to do here? Does Sunshine just go straight to Kraid? Personally, this is what I would do. But again, the skill level difference is... Okay. Going to check the wave location. Good idea. And now we have wave location. And so we'll kind of see what we find back here. I am very curious. Going to get a check on the 2 items of Speed Booster, and hey, another slideshow update for Kihunter here. This looks like the elevator to Blue Bryn, but I'm not sure if they're going up or down. All right, we're going to get our first look at speed missiles and the speed booster location. My personal favorite number is 16. I don't know why I like that number. All right, looks like Sunshine's gonna farm a little bit here. And we'll be heading over to the reserve location. Now this location could have ice, or excuse me, speed booster. And it's likely that it does. We've checked a lot of locations. Of course, speed booster could still be in wreck ship. And it's going to be in wreck ship. Okay. That exists on my channel swap. The swap ban. That's funny. So what I'm assuming Sunshine is doing here could be a couple things. One, Sunshine could be looking for Ice Beam. Sunshine could be looking for Charge. Sunshine could even be looking for High Jump Boots if they're more comfortable with those. One thing that will not be found here no matter what is Speed Booster. Speed Booster cannot be found here. So I'm curious if Sunshine knows this or is just banking on that ice charge find. Charge beam can be here, yes. Ice could have been in any location that wasn't checked in Lower Norfair. I'm pretty sure because we didn't check GT missiles or GT supers, we didn't check. Didn't check a lot of locations in Lower Norfair, and any one of those could have been charge or high jump boots or ice or plasma or bombs or spring ball. So really, any of the remaining items, any of them, except for Speed Booster, can be absolutely anywhere. Absolutely anywhere. Except Speed Booster. Speed Booster is very much locked to either Criteria Power Bombs or Wreck Ship. Cannot be found anywhere else. So that's something to look forward to as we continue making these checks. OldManSunshine could run into any item here that is not Speed Booster. So I'm curious to see what they find, if this pays off for them. Because if this is ice, that could be pretty incredible too. All right, so it looks like Sunshine's going to be heading down. I predict they're going to be heading to the right here. They're going to skip the Green Gate glitch. That is correct. And you're going to check the sign missiles. And it's just a missile pack, so we have 2 more locations to check. The grapple location and the Indiana Jones missile location. So put your hands together. Could potentially see an ice or a charge or a high jump boot or a plasma, just a super pack. And it also looks like Sunshine is banking on finding, okay, never mind. Space jump without high jump boots be heckin'. So Sunshine falls and then elects to go back up and pick them up. Very nice. And here comes a grapple check. Darn. Okay, so as predicted, not what Sunshine was probably hoping for. That's okay. We did get a save at Croc here, so that's going to be a quick exit. We're going to be heading up to Kraid at this point. At this point, it's really hard to tell because even if Red is thinking more about the logic at this point, Red could very well be in the lead. But of course, we won't know until the end when someone dones. So we'll see what happens. Yeah, of course. Yeah, Kraid can have speed too. OldManSunshine is 8 supers away from what? Sorry? Oh, technically, OldManSunshine's in go mode right now. He doesn't need any more ammo. He can finish with this. It wouldn't be the best go mode, but he could still. I would go mode with this. I mean, I would obviously pick more ammo up, but I would not check for more ammo. But of course, picking up even another super pack or another missile pack would be completely fine. Zeb, skip. And we're gonna have our first look. I don't remember the last time we've seen Kraid this late. OldManSunshine electing to go down and then really down, clear out Lower Norfair. Upper Norfair and Croc. Very interesting. Yeah, it's gonna be RKDP. And we're gonna get a check here at the Kraid item. It's no super. He probably wants to pick that up. Very nice. All right, so that would mean next stop for Sunshine will be the Meridia location. Unfortunately, actually, probably best case scenario for Sunshine is to go through Meridia up to Wreck Ship if Speed Booster is not here or Ice. Okay, because Speed Booster cannot be found in Meridia. However, we can find Ice in Meridia, so really it's just up to Sunshine to decide what he wants to do from here. So, does Sunshine elect to clear Meridia looking for Ice Beam? No. Good choice, Sunshine. Might even elect to go and check. I don't think we checked X-Ray. Maybe we did. I don't think we did. That's another spot that Speed can be. Space jump without high jump boots. Be heckin' again. Okay, so confirmed we have not seen this location. I'm interested to see what's here. Sunshine electing to skip it on the way down. Nothing wrong with that. Some runners elect to skip that location just for time-saving purposes, gambles and whatnot. But we'll see if it paid off. Super pack. So what's really going to decide this race is if Sunshine goes down or up. If Sunshine goes down, this could be RIP. If, of course, Ice Beam is not found, okay, that's not good. So Sunshine is going to go down. The only way out of this is if they find Ice Beam somewhere in Meridia. And that is only if, big if they can do the ice clip into Botwoon. So, hey, we have a Kihunter Fantoon. And it looks like they have plasma and gravity at least. We could probably go ahead and unmark Fantoon as well. But this is funny. Okay, Sunshine is going to be heading up through, checking. Ooh, high jump boots. Very nice. It moved again. That's the most slides we've had all. Yeah, do remember that even though it says 15 supers, she's only at 25 minutes in. So a good 25 minutes stream-wise behind OldManSunshine. And okay, missile pack at the Mama Turtle missile location. And now we're going to check the Mama Turtle E-Tank location. High jump boots were at Crab Supers, that is correct. And another super pack. High jump boots were at the Crab Supers. I love this this shot here. Kihunter kneeling down before the great elephant ghost Fantoon, shooting a lone plasma shot into the unknown as Fantoon spawns upon the screen. Such a powerful image. Oh, hold on. What's this? Fantoon's dead. Let's go. Pog champ. Okay, sorry. Back to ASMR. Oh, wait, you know what? Never mind. Fantoon might not actually be dead. There is a flame on screen. I just saw drops and assumed. But they're at full health, so... Maybe the... Oh! Sorry, that was so funny. Oh my gosh. OldManSunshine lucking out and finding Ice Beam. That is so big. That is so big for so many reasons. One, that's officially 100% go mode. We can skip, excuse me, and we can ice clip into Botwoon. That is huge. And Red Kihunter, from what it looks like, is probably most likely going to be full clearing wreck ship at this point. This is the point of view when you get hit and your reserve tanks kick in, but you've picked up, like, I don't know, maybe a couple hundred reserve tanks. That is actually, no, that is extremely lucking out. And that the reason why that's lucking out is because Speed Booster cannot be anywhere in Meridia. And so because he dipped Meridia, hoping to find something to get him through here, he lucked out majorly finding that Ice Beam. And furthermore, because of that, we don't know where Charge Beam is. And we don't know how much ammo Kihunter has picked up. But at least on Sunshine's side, he has no need to pick up more ammo. He can Zeb skip. And that is the best item, other than, of course, Charge Beam, that Sunshine could have found there. And it's very good that he did find that. Unfortunately, of course, we can't find Speed Booster here. I predict Speed Booster is going to either be at Criteria Power Bombs or at Wreck Ship, where Red Kihunter is right now. Well, at least for what we see. Well, appears to me that Sunshine is comfortable with the amount of E-Tanks they currently have. 6 is generally the standard for pickups for runners of their skill level. Even more beginner runners would pick up probably anywhere from 8 to 10. And then high-class runners would be picking up anywhere from 4 to 5, sometimes even 3 with a reserve, also depending on loadout. And I'm gonna go ahead and say that would be really, really interesting if we saw a dot dump for Kihunter. Yeah, and that's also another situation. Thank you, Dirksu. A lot of the times, even if runners are E-Tank capacity they are comfortable with, there could be situations where it's just quicker to pick up an E-Tank to refill over refilling yourself by farming. So we have a Dragon fight here. Unfortunately, we don't have any of the quicker ways to fight Dragon. It's going to be 20 supers in the belly, and that's going to kill. We don't have speed booster for Shine Sparks. We don't have grapple beam for grapple kill, and we don't have charge for any charge ice spazer kills. We also don't even have charge plasma microwave. So it's going to be a lot of supers and actually really good fight from Sunshine there, and making the right move here, skipping that item and just going. Really good play by Sunshine here. And the reason why this was probably the best decision Sunshine could have made, because yes, Sunshine could have gone to wreck ship, which would have been probably the objectively the better play in the context of someone who can't Crystal Flash. Me, I would already be skipping everything in Meridia and going for the Crystal Flash clip. But that's me. We're not talking about me. We're talking about the context of the skill level of what we're watching right now. And so best case scenario for for Sunshine was dipping Meridia and finding that ice beam, because that will single-handedly remove a significant amount of time from having to clear wreck ship. Ultimately, if you did find speed booster there, you negated a lot of the time save just from clearing out all of wreck ship. So it's really just a toss-up to me about what would be quicker in this situation, depending on where speed booster is, of course. Because if speed booster is, chilling at left side supers, then we have a completely different story. Speed booster is chilling at gravity, then we can talk about the differences between Sunshine finding Ice Beam in Meridia and being able to then go on and kill Dragon and then head up to Phantoon, compared to someone finding Speed Booster by going down to Lower Norfair, Kraid, up to Phantoon, finding Speed, back down to Dragon, and then back up to Torian. It depends, right? It depends on a lot of things movement-wise. It depends on where these items are located. But overall, that's my take on it. Kihunter's still getting hit by this Phantoon. Phantoon is almost looking like a mother brain right now, kind of chowing down on Samus's shoulder blade here. It's not very nice of you, Phantoon. You can just almost hear the sound effects. Oh. It's too early. I guess that's the sound Phantoon makes when Phantoon eats. Okay, hey, we get to see what these first few items are. Hey, it's possible that Red already has Speed Booster right now. Speed booster can be anywhere, even under the ocean here, because the ocean is not gravity locked. So we'll see what happens. We're gonna have simultaneous Phantoon fights. But it's kind of interesting though, because if you look at Kihunter's screen, you see Kihunter's fighting Phantoon at 26 minutes. So I just don't know. It depends on what Kihunter has done. I don't know. This is a complete toss-up. You know, it's actually kind of exciting. Like, we don't even see it happening, but it's pretty exciting. Also, Sunshine has absolutely no reason to check the maze item. Whatever is there would not even be worth going out of your way to get. The time save would be completely negligible. So OldManSunshine is just going to absolutely go at this point. And we do have simultaneous high fives. Wouldn't it be funny if OldManSunshine's... Because, mind you, Sunshine is experiencing some pretty major thunderstorms. Imagine if Sunshine's internet died right there, and we had a Phantoon. Hey, we actually were at the same phase for Phantoon here. Yeah, I didn't know that there were going to be any problems on Kihunter's side. Does anyone... This is at least their third match in this tournament. Does anybody remember if this was an issue before, or if this is new? And then it'd be official that Phantoon didn't want this to happen. Alright, let me go ahead and check the SRL room here, because I am like mega interested to see who wins this race. I'm gonna schedule. We have quite a few matches today. If you guys are interested in commentary or tracking or even restreaming, please hit us up on our Discord. We'd love to have you. And if you're interested in races like this, tournaments like this, you should totally join the Discord. And of course, our first match is not until 7 hours from now. It's actually between Stump and Everald. Everald from Germany and Stump, I believe, also from the USA. So, pretty interesting. What am I going to do for 7 hours? Honestly, I woke up at about 5 a.m. this morning. And then I set up for this race at about 7 a.m.-ish, 6 a.m. And I actually might go back to bed too. Usually I would be streaming at this time, but I'm just like, I think I'm gonna sleep. I think I'm gonna sleepy sleeps. The wife sleeps into like 11 or noon, so I stream from like 7 a.m. to noon. So, and then when she wakes up, then I'm done, and it's like we spend time together. So it's like I have the time set perfectly for when she's doing something, I can be streaming, and then when she's not doing something, I could be hanging out with her. It's perfect. You guys should make schedules too. It's a lot of fun. All right, Sunshine's gonna be heading down to Turian, and Kihunter still Still fighting this Phantoon. It's probably the longest Phantoon fight in the history of Phantoon fights. Just kidding. I really, would it not be hype, guys? Listen to this. Listen to this. Would it not be mega hype if Sunshine is fighting Mother Brain, and then all of a sudden, on the last shot of the Mother Brain, Red Kihunter's screen, the next slide comes in, and it's the exact same time, and she has also killed Mother Brain. That would be pretty cool. Alright, so Sunshine getting grabbed by the Metroids there. Unfortunately doesn't have bombs, so it's going to have to resort to using power bombs there. Moving into the third Metroid room. With the acquisition of his Ice Beam, going to make Torian pretty quick. And now we are in our final Metroid room. Gonna be paying a visit to Baby Metroid. Oh, I also think it's safe to say that Red probably has Wave Beam as well, if they have Gravity. Just assuming based on their skill level and where Wave Beam was. Could potentially have Wave Beam as well. Other than that, it's a toss-up of what they could have. I guess technically they could have Varia if they check the top of Red Ship, but we wouldn't be able to know that, unfortunately. It's possible that yeah, she definitely does have Wave. We could see that in the shots. That's true. That's true. And Sunshine now, after the refill there, going to be heading into the pre-Mother Brain room. Thanks, Red. Other Red. OG Red. And here comes a save. So we're looking at if Sunshine can do the ice clip. We shall see. Yes, they can indeed. They're going to remove Screw Attack. Good decision. Unless you want to do a down back. Giving it a few more attempts here. The key to this trick for me is freezing the Rinka from the bottom, and then as I immediately jump up, I'll get hit by the Rinka that's coming down. I spin jump right, and then I jump left. And that's been a pretty good setup for me. Okay, so Sunshine is going to elect to... Needs to be careful here, though. Okay, they're gonna have to refill. Oh boy. You need at least 9 missiles and 9 supers, so if they know that they can break the glass, which I hope they do. Okay, so they didn't quite break the glass, so they're gonna have to... This now just got really tight here for Sunshine, unfortunately. And let's take a look at the bracket here. So this is the mouse bracket. This is round 1 of the redemption bracket. The winner of this series, which could be decided by tonight, will go on to face Jargle Bargle in round 2. The Everald Stump match later today, the winner of that series will go on to face the loser between Nefarious and Hacksaw. So that could be pretty interesting. But overall, the brackets are moving along quite nicely. We already have a couple runners in the Elite 8. Tillymorph, Zero Lane, and Chase to the Mac. Zero Lane is facing Chase to the Mac. Zero Lane number 4 seed, Chase to the Mac number 5 seed. That'll be a really exciting match. And Tillymorph is waiting on the winner between Prankard and Fuse. Prankard the number 1 overall seed. Tilly the 8 seed. So could be interesting. Oh yeah, 35-65 is extremely doable, but still worrisome. Okay, so Sunshine can only miss 3 supers. It takes 60 supers to kill Mother Brain. So we can see how this goes for them. And they also don't have the best health. Oof, 1 miss. Here comes the ketchup. There we go. Very nice. All right, with that, Sunshine's going to be heading to the final phase. And, same, Red, same. I want to ask them so bad where they're at. I'm really curious. So just to be transparent, in the event that that does happen, B. Jonas, because, you know, that could be possible. we would need to have a local recording. So hopefully, and we do encourage our runners to make local recordings, we would just need to verify everything just for recording purposes. But I think we should be fine. A re-round means redemption bracket, round 1. So this is the alternative winners bracket. The runners had one match in the winners bracket and were knocked down to the redemption bracket. Sunshine making their way through the escape, already in room 3 here. Don't have speed boosters, so we're gonna have to take the long way around. Redemption bracket. Okay, so if you guys hear me pop off, it's because Kihunter finished before OldManSunshine. It hasn't happened yet, oh gosh. But if it does, you know I'm gonna pop off, so sorry, wife. Sunshine getting trolled by a variety of things. One, the pirates not giving him the best time, and space jump without high jump boots. Yeah, this room can be pretty tricky if you don't have high jump boots. Alright. So, old man making their way through. Climb here, unfortunately, they do not have speed boosters, so they're gonna have to do. Oh my gosh! Sorry, I saw something and it frightened me. All right, Sunshine going to be heading to the ship. And with an official SRL time, 1 hour, 19 minutes, and 14 seconds, OldManSunshine has finished in first place. And that's what frightened me, because I saw someone done while he was in the climb. So his stream was a little bit behind. So I was like, no way did Kihunter just done. No, but good job, Sunshine. He's going to come in for... So let's pull him in. And we are joined by our winner of the first match of the Redemption Round 1 between Kihunter. Hello.
Hey.
GG.
GG's.
That was an interesting race. For the entire race, we actually didn't even see any of Kihunter's gameplay.
Yeah, I can see it now.
So as you can see, they're stuck on Fantoon at 26 minutes. So, oh my gosh. Okay, so
wow.
Kihunter just, wow. Wow, Kihunter just also finished. Dang. Holy moly. Okay, that was really close. I was telling the viewers that wouldn't it be awesome if the next slide while you were at Mother Brain was also Kihunter at Mother Brain. But unfortunately we didn't get that, but I was just making a joke. But if it would have happened, that would have been the case, because dang, that was close.
Yeah, and I was busy fumbling around in terrain for a while.
So interesting choice to go into Meridia. Knowing that, did you know the logic behind where Speed Booster could be?
No. At that point, I was just fishing everywhere. I
Okay,
just knew
great.
it couldn't be behind speed.
Great. So let me break that one down for you. So basically, you found Wave Beam at the back of Brinstar Reserve. Okay, hold on one second. Okay, it was fixed. Okay, you found Wave Beam in the back of Brinstar Reserve, and what
Oh,
that
so it couldn't be behind wave, right? I forgot.
what that means is Wave was speed locked, and now
So
what you found
Croc
at
was no good.
Wave Gate was gravity, and so
Right.
gravity was also speed locked, which means you cannot find speed or Wave Beam in Meridia.
Yep.
And we found Wave Beam in Brinstar, but just logically speaking for the future. And also
Yeah.
um, that also means that when you went into Meridia, Speed Booster couldn't be there,
Yep.
but you lucked out hard
Oh, I
finding that
did.
ice beam. That ice beam was a huge find, because you would have ultimately had to have gone up to Rex Ship anyway, unless you
Yeah.
could Crystal Flash clip, but I'm assuming you can't. Is
I
that correct?
know.
Okay, that's what I thought. No, nothing wrong with that. But I was like, I like this play. Ice beam literally could be anywhere.
Yep.
And you found it, and you were able to continue onward without having to go up to ship and then back down. We're unaware of where speed was, because if Kihunter found it, we're not sure. But
It was in Wreck Ship
overall,
Top.
was it? Wait, what? Oh, you saw
Yeah, I saw
in
the
the.
spoiler in the credits. Yeah.
See, I knew it. I knew it was in Wreck Ship. And so ultimately, that was it was a good choice to go into Meridia.
Yeah.
Um,
Uh, I was
also
actually planning on leaving Meridia right after that last check, so I was gonna get there
nice.
eventually.
Also something to note, just for future reference, because I love talking through logic with
Yeah.
runners. For Crocomire,
Mhm.
what was your thought process when you were checking Crocomire?
That again, I hadn't thought about the fact that Wave was speed locked, so that would have locked Croc up as well.
Okay,
So
good.
I was
Good
just
that you were
basically, yeah, I was just going through every single location because
right.
I didn't think about it.
And honestly, in that situation, it was a fine check because you didn't have ice, you didn't have charge, you didn't have high jump boost, you didn't have speed, you didn't have a lot of items could have been there, so it could have been a
Yeah.
good play. Um, but just so you know, and you just said it yourself, you realized that because Wave was speed locked, um, that would also mean Croc is completely locked out until you found Speed Booster. And wow, so it was even closer because Red saved the animals.
Yeah, I saw that.
That's so incredible.
We were
That would have
neck
been a
and
really
neck.
nice one to watch. Did you check the spoilers for where Charge Beam was?
I missed it.
Okay.
Plasma
Plasma
beam.
Beam.
Oh my
Ooh, ugh,
god.
yuck.
I don't even know where plasma was.
Okay, so Key Hunters in chat. Thank you for joining us. GG Key Hunter. I believe you guys have your next match. Well, dang, that was so close. It doesn't look like it from the restream, but that was a really good match. So hopefully, by next match later tonight, it is later tonight, right?
Yeah, it's gonna be midnight Eastern.
That's what I thought. Cool. Yeah, hopefully things are fixed on their end. But wow, what a good race. And yeah. So do you have any other thoughts moving into your next match?
I need to make sure to pick up the pace because obviously Red was right on my tail.
Yeah. Yeah, it was kind of funny. Another thought, when you decided to skip Edacoons to go back up to Gauntlet to get that super pack.
Yeah.
Here's my thing. I was thinking, actually, I kind of like this play for one reason, because let's just say you go down into Pink Brinstar and Edacoons and there's not a super pack there. What do you need to do anyway? Go back up.
I'm trying to think.
You would need to go back up to Gauntlet to get that super pack. Of course, if you found your up logic, so speed booster, bombs, or space jump, you found space jump.
Well, I was influenced by something. I don't know if you saw. I posted a weird seed in the practice room. That practice ROM had logical meme route to get supers.
Wow, interesting. Yeah, and so I'm
Could not
assuming
get them
those
another way. So I was
right.
influenced by that.
That's cool. Yeah. It was kind of funny though when you went down there to Edicoons and it was a super blocking the super door, which had a super.
Yeah.
That was really funny. All right.
But
Well,
yeah.
that is it for us. Thank you again for the race, and we'll see everyone again in 6-ish hours for the Everald. Hey, look, we have another slide for Kihunter here.
38 minutes. We're catching up.
Yep. So do follow the runners, Sunshine and Kihunter, as well as Redemption for stepping in for tracking for me. I really appreciate that. And we're going to be raiding. Let's raid somebody. How about we raid? Let's raid Melonax. And have a fantastic day, everyone. My name is Jay Chalk. I was your commentator for this Redemption Round 1 match 1 between OldManSunshine and Ray Kihunter. If you like what you imagined, because we didn't actually see it, if you like what you imagined, come back tonight, and it should be another good one tonight, midnight Eastern. So see you guys next time.
Thanks.